Yo, what's up? It's your boy, One Sir Grove, kicking off my new podcast. Been rapping with the homies, coast to coast, from East Coast, West Coast to East Coast, 495. Been rapping with the homie, Big Scheme, Big Sendo, a.k.a. Send the Soul Stealer, my boy, Mike Choi, putting it down for the crown around the town. So, look, man, a lot of internet gurus, for some reason, they want to lead up to something and tell you, but before I get to that, I gotta go off on some hyperbolic thing and talk about this. We ain't gonna do that with this show. We never do that with the show. You can like, you can subscribe if you want, and if you don't, then fucking whatever, dog. And this show is not some bullshit. This is some shit where we change the, choreography, the script at a moment's notice, at the drop of a dime. It's just on the fly, and this is improvisation. I think that's correct. Improvisation. Look, man, I taught English, math, and science for 10 years in a Korean private school, legit. And I'm just fucking around, dog. I think I won the spelling bee, maybe 10 times in a row in my school district. And that's on the road. And I was a college honor student. So, I do a lot of obnoxious shit. I get drunk. I'm sipping on some motherfucking bourbon right now. You feel that? And this is brand new podcast. I got a little chaser going on. And I've got this whole thing mapped out. So I'm at 1 minute and 30 seconds. Like I said, I'm not going to go into something where I tell you, I'm going to tell you this, but before I tell you that, I got to tell you this. So this is what I've come up with. The blueprint, the business model for the script for this particular very first show. It just, I typed this into a notepad file, just simple text. Gossip, rap beefs, food, politics, b-boy shit, old school versus new school, concert venues, beats as in instrumentals, brokerage, is someone looking for beats and instrumentals? Because we got that. My homeboy Sen produces that. And we modified the price on that. The other night, we were top 20 in New York out of the whole state of New York on Reverb Nation. And we've been consistently top ranked, top 40, top 20 over the past multiple years. Now, today, we're top number 9. That's top 10 out of the entire state of New York. And, man, listen, anyone that's like, yeah, so what? Fuck New York. I'm like, well, fuck you. You're a bitch and a punk and a Jake and a mark-ass, buster-ass nigga. We're talking about New York. New York has approximately 20 million people. That is roughly half the size of the state of California with 40 million people approximately. Now, let's look at some hard intel here. The real, Census Bureau number, which we don't ever know if this is actually correct. It's just a, rough / approximation. They said that New York was on the cusp of 20 at 19-ish. Okay? I am assuming that there are more people than the Census Bureau actually knows. Or has published, and they know, but they published that there are these figures because this is what were recorded, but niggas is hiding in closets and trying to not be documented and shit. So, fuck it. 19 million in mathematics, which was my undergraduate degree program. Just round that shit, nigga. It's close enough to 20. California, I almost said Chicago. California, same deal. So now we on some Intel shit, geospatial. Intel was at 39 million the last time I looked. So nigga, just round that, nigga, 40 million. I mean, homie, come on, don't be stupid. I mean, fuck it. So you got right coast, 20, left coast, 40, and that's the deal. So we're number 9. Number 9 pound, hashtag, number 9, that's top 10, rounded, in the state of New York. That's not easy to do, man. Now, I got a challenge for someone, man. If you think you got dope lyrics and you want to get up on the mic and you want to come out of nowhere, maybe you already rapping, or maybe you've never rapped before, maybe you've been flirting with the idea of rapping. I challenge anyone who thinks that he or she is fresh and is of an adult age, because this show, it has adult content. This ain't some, PG shit. This is some fucking R shit. Okay? Notice how I use profanity quite liberally, though I'm conservative and not all my friends are conservative, but you get the drift. Here's the deal. I challenge anybody to get up on the microphone and if you think that Reverb Nation is just some sucker shit, some just bitch nigga shit, some fucking whack Jake nigga bullshit, then nigga, if you think that you so dope, man, and I'm not saying you can't do it, Let me see you hit number 5 in New York out of all the rappers in New York on Reverb Nation. And don't think that there are just like 5 or 10 or 100 rappers on Reverb Nation. Reverb Nation is a no bullshit website though. You feel me? I've been with Reverb Nation for years and I've been consistently top ranked. So the shit I do, it's not a fluke. The shit 495 does, it's not a fluke. Okay? I'm not a youngster. I don't sag my pants. That shit is whack, G. I'm Pyru, nigga, Bloods, nigga, from West Coast originally, East Coast, lived in the Midwest. I'm very well traveled, very well versed, very cultured, and yeah, I don't sag my pants. That shit is whack, yo. And we never did that. I mean, there might have been like a little sag, nigga, like gun and waistband, like, you know, boom, you know, got the sweatpants on top of the Levi jeans with the 9 milli or the 4.5, homie. You feel that? Maybe some AK nigga slung over the shoulder, covert fucking, you know, goose down jacket, dog. You know? Something like that. But, nigga, we never did the scheme, like, you don't have a belt in your pants and, like, you gotta walk down the street and every so many steps you gotta pull your pants back up and then they droop and then you pull them back up. Nigga, what the fuck is your problem, dog? Use a hustle. If the police roll up on you, what, you ain't got no belt? Your pants droop, you pull them up, you droop, and then people are looking at you like, why the fuck don't you have a belt? And then you do have a belt, but it's not it's not fastened, like it's not secure, like your shit ain't snug. That just ain't right, bro. And it ain't smart, and it don't make no sense. And I know that's a double negative, but nigga, that's the whole gist of the show. That's my whole shtick, is that I taught English, math, and science, okay? I'm a fucking nerd, IT geek, worked in defense, worked at the Pentagon as a contractor, been at multiple Air Force bases, bro, fuck with some cyber shit, but I'm from a neighborhood, bro, that was low income before my mother went back to school and got her degree, and we moved out the hood, bro, okay? And I had an uncle who lived in Bel Air, like the Fresh Prince. You feel that? I had an uncle who was kind of like an Uncle Phil, but his name wasn't Phil. And so with that, the nature of this show is just keeping it real, bro. Like, I ain't even going to edit shit on this show. Like, I'm not going to go back. I'm not going to take out the ums. I'm not going to take out any of this. None of that shit. So gossip. What's going on right now, man? I'm looking at this map, this data map. Gossip, top of the list. Who the fuck is beefing in the industry? Chief Keef, supposedly, allegedly, Tekashi 6ix9ine, supposedly, allegedly. Look, I'm a Tekashi fan, 6ix9ine fan, Tekashi 6ix9ine fan. I also like Sosa. Dog, I lived in Chicago, man. And, you know, I don't wish one, you know, to be the victor. You feel that? Like, I hope that they, you know, tied up, dog, like, you know, flags and shit. Niggas is like, cool like that. Oh, hold up. Who's this chiming in, bro? New York time. Let's see who's up here in New York time. Hello, who is this?
What's up, man? This is Mike Choi, brother.
What's up, Mike Choi? Do I have your permission to record you on the new podcast that you and I have been talking about?
Well,
you're on the show.
No choice. You give me no choice. What's going on, brother?
Brother, you're on the show, man. I just got off the phone with Hank, a.k.a. Big Scheme from the West Coast. Yeah. And, in fact, man, he's gonna be rapping with you, man. I sent him the data, you know, the low key stuff. But anyway, brother, man, what's going on, Mr. Mike Choi? Look, I told the audience, I said, look, we got gossip, we got rap beef, we got food, we got politics, we got b-boy shit, we got old school versus new school. Now, that could be anything, like sneakers, like gear, like the Lacoste, you know, the old school little. Is that a dragon or a lizard? Or is it both? You know about, brother, use a high-end dapper Dom. Like, why don't you talk about some high-end fashion shit, though?
Well, you know, I just got home, man. You know, I know you called me and talked to me, you know, you told me about, you know, doing some podcasts tonight. And, sorry, I, you know, just couldn't, you know, catch up with you.
Nah, you straight, man. You straight.
Yeah, man.
You rocking Lacoste right now, bro? You got the Lacoste on? Hey, Lacoste, if you listen, man, it's Michael J.K. Choi and your boy Rob Lee, aka Once or Grow, man. We trying to get some sponsorship, you know, and anybody out there, man, we do product placement. If you want to put up some millions of dollars, it's got to be big money, though. We ain't fucking with no bullshit. So, you know,
I see.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to, like, you know, catch up. So, like, you know, what you been, like, have you been like on the cast
I'm
for
a
a
we.
while, like
The cast have been rolling. Like I even told the audience, like right now we're at 10 minutes and I just been, this is, bro, you on the first podcast of the new one. And so what Scheme and Rosendo say they're going to do, they're going to launch their West Coast version of our East Coast version. And they're going to be invited like regular guests on our Cameo, or rather Cameo. And they're going to come out here to New York and whatnot. But what's up, man? Also, can you give these new, so let me ask you this, cause I know you're busy. You just came through the door. In terms of the B-boy stuff, bro, cause you're my bro who's slightly by a couple days older than Mr. Grover. Can Mr. Mike Choi, the old school B-boy stuff, these kids, the hipsters, they sag their pants. Not everyone. What was the old school B-boy stuff like, bro, back in the day?
Well, I don't know, man. Like, B-boy, I don't want to talk about B-boy because, like, B-boy hip now still.
Yeah, B-boy's big, man. So I know you's joking. South Korea, man, which you're originally from, South Korea's still number one in the world, bro. I think South Korea being number one, unless, someone's going to correct me. They're going to send an email like, fuck you, bro. That ain't even correct. But South Korea's been like number one consecutively, I believe, for at least 3 years in a row, maybe 10.
I see. Well, they, probably the audience, they probably know about K-pop shit like that, and, if they did, some studies and research, they know, like, Korea's got some talent. And I was one of them back in the days, and,
Yeah.
and,
Would y'all
yeah,
rock?
I don't know, man.
Would y'all rock?
What?
Like, what was the gear like? Did you have, cause like in the States, the way we were doing it, back when I was in junior high school, going into high school, we'd have like the sweatpants, like Adidas. We'd have the Adidas, some people say Adidas. Yeah, the shell toes with the windbreakers. And we were popping and locking and b-boying and breaking. What were y'all rocking like gear-wise? Yeah.
Well, when we used to rock with the Pro Specs, I don't know the brand, I don't know if that brand still exists. But,
Okay.
we used to, kickers, like, Pro Specs. And, Nikes were, back then, like, hot too. But,
Yeah. G-Nike?
Yeah, nobody really could afford that, back in the day. So, Pro Specs, was the brand that, I used to kick.
What would they, for the sneaker freaks out there that are listening to the show and the cats that aren't hip to South Korea, B-boyism and the fact, and listen, y'all, if y'all don't know, man, South Korea is not obscure. In fact, South Korea has been number one in the world of b-boying out of every country on planet Earth many different years in a row. And so yeah. So you say Pro Specs, what were they similar to? If there's a sneaker nowadays that cats want to research on Google Images or whatever other search engine images, what do they look like? Are they like Vans? Are they like Nike Cortez, Puma?
I think the Pro Specs were the company, the brand that actually, manufactured, Nike stuff and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
So they decided to, so they actually, manufacture all the Nikes, for the, Asian market.
Nice.
So, And, they came up with a, brand and they called it Pro Specs. And, actually, they were very nice, looking, somewhat like a Nike, but, like I said, those were the kind of things that I used to wear,
Excellent. Hey, and for y'all who don't know, Mike and I both having been in New York, you know what I'm saying, and previously the DC area, my boy, you know what I'm saying, he and we've taken photos in DC where Michael J.K. Choi and I are both rocking b-boy stances. My homeboy can breakdance, certified. I've seen it. I attest to the fact my boy Mike Choi, he can get down with some, up rock, low rock. Like this cat can b-boy like for real. K-Town Posse style. Yeah. So Mike,
I know. Yeah, I know you were like, casting.
Yeah.
But,
what do you want to hear on the next show?
No, I called. I didn't expect to be on the air, but like I said, good to be here.
You're on the first show. You're on the first show, man.
Yeah, man. What's up, man? This is Michael J.K. Choi, man.
Yes,
Shout
sir.
out,
Yes, sir.
So, I'll be here, and what I gotta do tonight is I gotta do some shit.
Okay.
But tomorrow, you and I we're gonna hit up, and we're gonna think about we're gonna cast.
Cool.
And like I said, if that's cool. I know
100.
I'm not so prepared at this point.
No, man. This is all improv, bro. Like we just go over, like I said, on this show, we're gonna change the range of topics over time. It's not gonna stay static or stagnant. It's always gonna be something. It's always gonna be something different. And we just gonna wrap this up, man. And there ain't even a name for this podcast right now. And man, Mr. Michael J.K. Choi, thank you for coming on the show, just kind of randomly.
No problem, man. No problem, man.
Nice.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Absolutely.
And I'll talk to you, man. I'll talk to you, and peace out. All right.
Okay,
all right.
brother. All right, one. Peace. So there you have it, y'all, man. That was not even orchestrated in any way. Michael J.K. Choi, my homeboy, he just hit up the show. He had some advanced knowledge that we were doing the cast, but he legitimately didn't know that I was recording at this time. And in my mind's eye, I was going to do the very first podcast because, quite frankly, I had called cats and they just didn't pick up. But, that was nice of him to call, cause cats have priorities and they're busy and whatnot. So that's lovely. So once again, your boy, Robert Lee Taylor, Michael J.K. Choi, and whoever, legitimately, genuinely, sincerely wants to be a guest on the show, hit us up, man. Let us know what type of topics you want for us to cover. What you might want to discuss yourself, what you want to hear from us. And, man, we can rap like that, man. We're just gonna see how this new podcast thing turns out then. All right, one, peace. It's your boy, One Sir Grow.